Hi loves, welcome back to the channel today. My name is Usetale. I'm so excited to be back again. Like seriously, I've been gone for so long. So coming back today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made this beautiful A-line red dress. Like this dress is giving. It's giving, guys. So if you're interested in this, please do all to keep on watching, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. Flashing lights dance with fire in the night. I'm wired. Watch the time pass us by. Is this feeling lying? Could you pass the lighter? Yeah, I'm trying to keep my cool. Welcome back, guys. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using to share with you guys how I made the dress. It is a crepe fabric. It's a normal crepe fabric. It is not stretchy or anything. It's just a normal crepe fabric, and I have 1.5 years of fabric. I would advise you get nothing less than 2 or 2.5 years of fabric because my fabric was really not enough. I had to manage it. So I went ahead to cut out exactly what I'm going to be needing for the tutorial. So I just went ahead to cut it out using my body measurement. Don't worry, I will tell you how I cut it out. So I cut out two pieces for the front and the back. The back is not going to have a zipper, so I'm going to be cutting both the front and the back pieces together. So guys, how wide my fabric is, I have 15 inches here, which is my round hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 5 inches. That was how I went ahead to cut it out. Okay, so now to start this tutorial, I'm just going to rule a line here, which is going to serve as my starting line. After I'm done doing that, now the next thing I'm going to do is to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on this line. Okay, so add half inch to your shoulder measurement divided by 2 because we are drafting on our fabric. After you're done doing that, you come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then here you are going to measure 3 inches wide for your neck width. Then go ahead and slope your shoulder just like this. After you're done doing that, now you're going to measure your shoulder measurement divided by 2 again and mark it. Now you're going to come down by your round bust measurement divided by 6 plus extra 1.5 inches. So when I do that, I normally have 7.5. So just mark it and go ahead and connect it out like this. This is just like the default way of getting your armhole length. So if it's not enough, you can always increase it. So guys, after doing that, now I'm going to take the measurement of my bust point, which is 10 inches. Then I will take it all the way to the hip line, which is 25 inches. Then I'm going to take the full length of this gown. So I just draw up my fabric so that you will see exactly what I'm doing. This is the initial hip length. Now I'll take the full length of the gown, which is 35. I will add extra 1.5 inches for the hem and all of that. Then I'll go ahead and connect the dots. So just rule a straight line, just the way you see me doing. So guys, after doing that, you're going to come to this bust line here. You're going to take your round bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra half inch. Then you add 1.5 inches for the sewing allowance. Then you're going to extend this line to meet this upper chest line. Then you're going to divide what you have here into 2 to get the midpoint of it. Then on that mark, you will go in by half inch. Then you're going to use your French curve to create the armhole line just like this. So guys, after you're done doing that, now the next thing is to come to the hip line and take your round hip measurement divided by 4, add extra 2 inches for ease, then add 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Then this hem part, just mark everything that you have there. Now you're going to use your straight ruler to connect it just like this. Then you're going to connect from the bust point to meet the hip line, just the way you see me doing. So guys, after you're done doing that, now it's time to draw out the neck. So for the neck depth of the front, I'm going to be coming down by 7 inches. Then I'll just use my straight ruler to connect it to meet the neck width that we initially marked out, just like this, to have a V neckline. Then for the back, I will come down by 1 inch for the back. Then just use my hand to create a small round neckline there, just like this. After doing that, now it's time to cut out. I will leave half inch before I start cutting for the joining allowance. Okay, so also leave half inch at the shoulder area here, then go ahead to cut out everything. So guys, after you're done cutting, this is it. This is what you're going to have. The front and the back pieces of the dress is ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this aside. Then I'll cut the sleeve. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using to cut the sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead to fold it into two. Then I will fold it again. So I folded the fabric into four, just like this, because I want to cut the two sleeves at the same time. So after you're done folding it like this, now I'm going to just measure like 2 inches at the hem part here, which is going to be for the folding at the end part. So just go ahead and rule a straight line just like this. After you're done doing that, then you're going to take the length of the sleeve. The length I'm making use of is 7 inches. So I'll mark 7 inches and add extra half inch for the joining. Then I'll come here and mark 7.5 inches. Then go ahead and rule a straight line as well. So guys, after doing that, now I'm going to take my round armhole measurement divided by 2 on this line. So the round armhole I'm making use of is 19 inches divided by 2, I have 9.5. That will mark it. Then you're going to come down by 4.5 or 5 inches. I came down by 5 inches. Then after you're done doing that, so just connect from that point to meet the mark, this mark that I came down by. So just go ahead and connect it the way you see me doing. It is not difficult, guys. It's very easy. So just go ahead and do it like that. Okay, so make sure that there is no sharp like mark. It's not looking sharp, so make sure everything is going in the same direction, just the way you see me do. So guys, after you're done doing that, now you're going to go ahead and take your round armhole measurement divided by 2 on this line, this curvy line that we just ruled, and you're going to mark it. Then you're going to add extra 1 inch or 1.5 inches for the sewing allowance. Then now you're going to go ahead and take your round arm measurement divided by 2. So my round arm measurement is 13 inches divided by 2, I have 6.5. Then I added the sewing allowance. Then you do the same thing on this hem line, add the sewing allowance and connect it. So guys, this is it. You're going to connect it like this. After you're done doing that, now you're going to go ahead and cut this out. So guys, this is it. This is what you're going to have after cutting. So by the time you fold it, our sleeve is going to look like this. So this is it for the sleeve, guys. I'm just going to go ahead to place this aside now, then we start sewing. So this is the front and the back pieces. So to sew it, I'm just going to go ahead and join the shoulders. So just open up the back piece on the table, open the front piece on it, the right sides facing each other, then go ahead and join the shoulders. So guys, this is what I had after I was done joining the shoulders. As you can see, now this is how it looks like from the front. Now I'm going to go ahead and join my fabric together. I'm going to mark where my collar will get to. So from the V area, I'll just go up by 5 inches and make a mark there. So this mark is where my collar is going to get to. Now I'm going to go ahead and measure from this mark all the way round the back neckline to the other mark. And after I was done measuring, I had 13.5 inches. Now I'll bring this piece of fabric, it is folded into two. I'll measure it to make sure it's up to what I need. Now I'm going to be using this to cut out the collar. So to do that, I'll bring my towel, fold my fabric into two like this, and the first thing I'll do is to iron it out. Then after ironing, you're going to fold it into two just like this and iron it out again. After doing that, now I'm going to measure 13 inches divided by 2 plus extra half inch that I will use to join it. Then I will mark it. Then after I'm done doing that, on this area here, I will go up by 3 inches and mark it. Then I will come to this end here and go up by 3.5 inches. Then I'm going to use my straight ruler to connect the dots just like this. After you're done doing that, now go ahead and cut this out. So guys, after cutting, this is what you're going to have it looking like. Now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and sew it, and I will open up this other part. So guys, this is what I had after I was done sewing it, as I earlier demonstrated. So I'm just going to go ahead and make notches on it, the parts that I sewed. Okay, So now guys, I'm going to fold this together. This part that I say we are going to open up, I'll just trim out of it a little bit just like this. Then I'll go ahead and open up this other part. So this is to give it a little curve. It's no longer looking totally straight. So that is it. Now go ahead and flip this to the right side, just the way you see me doing. So flip it to the right side, and after you're done flipping it to the right side, you're going to iron it flat very well. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you're done ironing. Now fold it together and make a notch at the middle. So guys, after doing that, now I'm going to bring the fabric. I'm also going to place the fabric together, the back part, and I'm going to make a notch at the middle of the back as well. Now I'm going to bring the collar. You can see my fabric is turned to the right side. You can see. Now I'm going to place the collar together, the notch that I made at the middle and the middle of the collar, place it together and sew it to the other side. Then I will do the same thing to this other side. So just sew the collar on it. This is what I had after I was done attaching the collar to the fabric, as you can see. So this is how it came out. You can see I sewed it on the right side of the fabric. Now I'm going to bring this piece of fabric that I cut out to use and bias the neck. It is stretchy. I don't have cotton bias, so that's why I'm making use of this. If you have cotton bias will be better. Now I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it in a V form. So just sew it just like that because of this V that we have at the neck area. So guys, after I was done sewing it, this is what I had. I'll just cut out the excess. You can see it is looking like a V kind of. So this is to make it easier for me to use it to turn the neck without any problems. Now I'm just going to go ahead and iron it flat, I mean where I joined it. After you're done doing that guys, now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to place it on the neck area just like this. Then you're going to go ahead and sew it on it. So just sew it round the neck like that. This is what I had after I was done sewing it around the neck, as you can see. So this is it guys. I went ahead to make a notch at the V area just like this. Now you're going to flip this to the wrong side. Now I'm going to use this clothes, like this piece of fabric I'll be using to turn it. Now you're going to flip it to the wrong side and fold it just the way you see me doing. Then you're going to pin it down. So you're just going to keep doing this. So fold it and pin it down. You're going to keep repeating this process until you are done folding and pinning down everything. So when I'm done with that guys, I'm going to show you. So guys, this was what I had after I was done doing it. You can see I've gone ahead to fold it and I pin it down all around. So this is how it looks like from the front. Now I'm going to take this to sewing machine and stitch on it. So this is it guys. This is what I had after I was done stitching on it. You can see how nice it is looking like from the back. So it's totally straight. You can't even tell that it was not cutting bias that I used. So this is it guys. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to attach the sleeves. I already went ahead to hem the down part of the sleeves, as you can see. Now I'm going to go ahead and fix the sleeve to the body. So just place the part where you notch of the sleeve with the part where you join the shoulders together. Then you're going to sew it on it. Then you will do the same thing to the other side. This is what I had after I was done attaching the sleeve to the body, as you can see, and this is the other sleeve. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip this to the wrong side just like this. You're going to place the sides together like the way you see me doing. Now you're going to go ahead and take your round arm measurements, then go ahead and join the sides. Then you're going to do the same thing to this other side. Take your round arm measurement and join the sides as well. This is what I had after I was done joining the sides together guys. You can see. So this is it from the other side. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to hem the down part of this dress. So just go ahead and fold it and hem it round. So guys, this is what you're going to have after you are done hemming the down part. So this is how the dress came out, guys. This is how it is looking. So let me just arrange the color for you to see. Now the next and the last thing I'm going to do is to fix the buttons to it. So I did this at the market. So I took a piece of the fabric to the market and they use it to do a cover button for me. So I'm just going to go ahead now to use my needle and thread to fix this button to this part where I have placed them. So this is the needle, my hand needle and thread. I'll use it and do that, and that will be basically all for this tutorial. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do also hit on the subscribe button. Don't forget to like and share this video. I will see you all in my next one.